Hello everyone, welcome back to Varagist HQ. This morning I'm going to be touching on a few things, like 7 things, but I'm going to make it quick and brief. One of the things I'm going to be touching on this morning is the Theobarth amount, the amount subscribers in Theobarth are going to be receiving. And the second one is the uh, cluster selling or slot selling. Another one is the issue of money slash, the amount you're going to be receiving, which a lot of people have been saying that they are going to be slashing it. I think I've discussed on that this morning. I just want to quickly touch on that too, so that you, due to the question that someone asked in the comment section. Another one again is the system restoration, and another one is the government involvement, and also we are going to be answering some few questions. So now, firstly, I want to quickly let you to know that this idea of people still selling cluster or selling slots, one should just be careful, because as at this point, this is a big point that people will start coming with you with some kind of uh, proposal juicy proposal that you won't be able to resist, because knowing fully well every news that is flying out there. So you want to quickly take on that advantage and quickly have something big for yourself with the plan of making it big. So please be careful. I know we all are talking about the money is here already, no cause to be afraid, but at the same time, please be guided, because someone was telling me just I think yesterday that he has somebody that wants to sell the wing of a slot or something like that, a slot or whether slot or cluster. So that if I'm interested, I was like, no, I'm not interested, because how can someone be selling a slot as at this point when the disbursement is already at the corner? Don't you think it's fishy? Don't you think something is fishy? Hmm? Because you want to sell a slot and you know that disbursement is already at the corner. We know the date that have been stipulated for disbursement to start, to kick off, and you want to sell your slot that you've been holding for how many years ago, just of now. Don't you think that such action should be questionable? So that's the reason why I'm telling you now that you should be careful of all the juicy proposal that you might be approached with. This period is a peak period, so please be careful with it. Another thing is the issue of money slash. Somebody asked me in the comment section, what about, is it that these people are not going to sign MOU? The answer is this: no NGO can slash your money. I have said it before. They cannot slash your money. If peradventure they slash your money, there will be an appropriate channel in which you can report these people. There will be a channel that you can easily report them. And secondly, every one of the NGO are going to be signing MOU, Memorandum of Understanding, in order not to touch your ROI, which is your return on investment, so that they won't be able to slash your return on investment. It might not be an investment per se, but at least it's also investment. You've invested time. So what you're waiting for now is not just grant, it's your return on investment. You've invested time, the time wasted. Do you understand? The time you've been waiting for this thing is an investment too. So these people are going to be signing memorandum of understanding in order to not to touch your return on investment. Are you getting it? So just be rest assured and have rest of mind. But they can still come through backyard doors. We talked about it the other day. They can still come through backyard doors. That you also be provided with an appropriate channel that you can lay your complaint or report them. But that doesn't cover when you have a concrete agreement with them, which is the reason why they're putting your name. I want you to understand that, because sometimes before you even register for something, they'll say This is it. Oh. Are you willing? If you say I'm willing, then they put in your name. But for those that maybe after the stuff is now coming, they now start coming up with some kind idea, you can report them because there was nothing like such agreement when you register for that grant, when you subscribe to that grant. Are you getting it? That is another one. The idea of system restoration by the special grace of God, the date is already here, which is on the 29th of this month, which is tomorrow, being Thursday. So the date is here. So the restoration is going to be finalized. Even say, according to what we are meant to understand, as we speak, everything is already in proper shape. Are we getting it? Everything is in proper shape? But the thing is this, they are promised 29th of May to finalize the restoration. We are going to wait for them till next week because it's already at the weekend, which is going to be on Thursday. We all know that sometime because of weekend, they might not be able to kickstart some certain things immediately. So by next week, by the special grace of God, we should start expecting the good news, the final good news. So be rest assured, your alert, you soon start receiving your alert. There is no cause for alarm in that aspect. One of the information also reaching me is that those that are subscribed to Theobarth are going to be receiving 1.8 million naira. So every subscriber in Theobarth are going to be receiving 1.8 million. You know, initially they said the amount was going to be between 3 million to 5 million, and which I also told you that according to the information that reached me earlier on was that they've uh, I think they've pegged their amount on 1 million, which is simply going to be between 1 million and 5 million. But now with the information reaching me, they said it's 1.8 million naira. So every subscriber in Theobarth should expect 1.8 million naira. I say congratulations to you in advance. That's another thing. Another thing that can delay us again now is if government start getting involved again. We pray that government shouldn't be a problem because our government doesn't want you and I to be rich. They never want you and I to even benefit any meaningful thing. All they want to make sure they subject you to that minimum level that anytime they want to do election, you'll be used as a tool to carry out their uh, their manipulation in the election. So this is the reason why the government will never want you to have a total freedom, because they know that by this money coming to you, you can have a total freedom, because by the time you're running your business, nobody will come and give you maggi, nobody will come and give you salt, nobody will come and tell you go and steal ballot paper in order to be paid. Are you getting it? So the government never want this fund to be given to you, because they know that by giving you this, it will totally liberate you. It will give you this total freedom, not to be able to listen to them again. Anytime they are coming with their hanky panky or coming to you to lie to you in order to vote for them, you will not listen to them again. So we just pray that the government shouldn't be our obstacle again in this disbursement that is about to take place anytime soon by the special grace of God. I overheard somebody, I listened to one VN that the person was shouting, was just lamenting that somebody collected money from him and for slots, no, for subscription and stuff like that. Up to date, he hasn't received disbursement. But I want you to understand this is a message to that person. You see, or to anybody that have been thinking the same thing. In as much as subscribe to grant, and nobody have ever said, I have been paid. I think for now, you should still hold your peace. This is just a message to that person. You should still hold your peace. When people have been disbursed to, when people have received disbursement, and you now did not receive disbursement from this person you pay to, you can start lamenting. Because I overheard him talking about, you I pay, I wonder how you do sleep, knowing fully whether you've collected money from people and stuff like that. And this now took me back to what I said before when I said stop Don't go and be paying for slot or cluster when somebody is telling you come and pay. Are you getting? Because in other way around, people have totally lost their conscience. Why you wait, why I tell you to wait is because people have not received disbursement. So you can never tell whether this person truly registered your name or not. But another way around is that people have lost their conscience. People no longer have conscience this time around. So they can do anything just to get that little money you are managing. They want to collect it from you by all means. So people no longer have conscience. This is the reason why you as an individual must not be enticed with everything that glitters. Not all that glitters are gold. Are you getting it? So this time around now is a peak period that people will start coming out with all kind of juicy proposals. So this is why you have to be very, very careful because people have lost their conscience entirely. In Nigeria now, people have lost their conscience. So you as a person, be careful. Now, someone was asking, uh, if how can these people pay 1 million? Because in my past video, when I said, according to the information that we've gathered so far now, the UAG are going to be paying between 1 million to 3 million. And the person said on my comment section, how can they be paying 1 million out of 3 trillion? The answer is this. I want you to understand one thing. You see, giving you 1 million, between 1 million to 3 million out of 3 trillion, it is not just you. You are not the only person receiving disbursement. They have millions of people that are receiving this disbursement. So what do you think? The money should be given to only 10 people? We should be considerate. When we are talking, we should be considerate. We should note also that the 3 trillion is not going to be meant for just 10 people or 1,000 people or 2,000 people. We are talking about millions of subscribers. So what do you expect? They are going to be slashing the money. And besides, we don't even know how much is the money. So that person that talk about 3 trillion, we don't know that it's 3 trillion or 10 trillion or 1 trillion or billions. We don't know. We are just hearing rumors. Everything we have been working on is based on rumor. Nobody can really tell you this is the exact amount. This is the exact amount that the grant holders are going to be receiving, and this is the exact amount the subscribers are going to. That is why people are just telling you between this amount and this amount. Meanwhile, the 3 trillion, like you said, is not being given to 1,000 people or 10,000 people. We are talking about millions of Nigerians that have subscribed to this grant, and every one of them, something must reach them. So that is just that on that aspect. Some people call these grant influencers like us hypers. They call us hypers, that we're just hyping just to make our own money. Let me tell you one thing. If we don't talk about this grant, you are there listening to us. Will you talk about it? I believe for you to subscribe to anybody's YouTube channel, you have your own channel too. Why can't you give it a try and see how it goes? You see, the reason why most of us are still here is because we are hearing news about it. So we come back to come and see what is happening. Sometimes favorable to us, sometimes not favorable. But it doesn't mean that these people are just hyping for nothing. They are still giving you hope to believe in the system, which is the reason why you are still coming to YouTube to come and check for the latest updates so that you can guide yourself with it. And even most of the people that will come to comment section and start saying there is no grant anywhere, there is no this anywhere. But every day you still keep coming to come and check for the latest update. This is because you still have belief and hope. You just don't want to dwell so much on it, or you don't want to over expect the system to deliver. This is the reason why sometimes you make all these comments. Not that you don't believe, because if you don't believe, you no longer be coming to YouTube to come and check or to come and look for the next available update. in order to just guide yourself. So you saying that there is no grant, you saying that we are just hyper, all of us are here to benefit in one way or the other. You're benefiting, I am benefiting. So we should forget about who is hyping and who is listening to the hyper. That is just that on that angle. Someone was asking me about if they will not sign MOU. I think I've answered that. Every one of the NGO are going to be signing MOU, memorandum of understanding, so that your money won't be tampered. So that is that for now. This is via this HQ. Please, if you have not subscribed to my channel, kindly do well to subscribe and hit on the notification bell so that anytime we drop update, you will be the first to receive it. Shalom.